in a nutshell, what is it? And just kind of explain a little. I think people would be. It needs to be broadcast
Yeah,
because
so
that'd be a
it's
cool
the cup, right? So I got the mug here, the
Yes.
Harvard-Yale, Oxford Cambridge. And the tradition goes back to the 1890s. It actually predates the modern day Olympics. I believe when it first started, Harvard and Yale had their dual meets, and the winner got to go across the Atlantic to compete against the winner of Oxford Cambridge. I think that was the first iteration of it, sometime in maybe 1893. And then I think the next time they did it, they said, rather than just sending one team, why don't we send a combined team? And I think it's been like that, I think, pretty much ever since. So Harvard and Yale will have our dual meet. We'll sort of select the winning team, or the winning individuals who get to go and represent both institutions will then come together as a joint team, which is really unique, right? Like, it's this big rivalry. Harvard Yale, in football they call it the game. It's probably the oldest rivalry here in the NCAA, and we're both schools that have been around for a long time. I mean, Harvard was founded in 1636. Yale was also founded a long time ago. And then you go and compete against a combined team with Oxford and Cambridge, and those schools are founded, they have colleges that are from 900 or 800, just absurd, just how much more history is over there. And they clearly have a very different model in terms of how they approach athletics. But I think what that event is really about is the kind of coming together and sort of sharing our love of the sport and the camaraderie and the association and the sort of cultural exchange that goes on. It's a little bit unique now because we have so many, athletes from around the world, and particularly from the UK, that are on our team. And I think for them, it's a great chance to be able to go back, and now they have their teammates on their home turf, being able to show them around versus, the shoe being on the other foot when they're over here in the US. So there's lots of different dimensions to it. It's